used to be?
No. When Miami Heat won the NBA championship, small market team. They're about 29th market. San Antonio Spurs win the NBA championship, small market team, below 30 in terms of U.S. cities. So no, you just have to have guys want to be on good teams, great teams. That's more memorable than being in a place that has late night dining.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Kenny, but the big markets still have an attraction. Bright lights and that star power can.
The crowd is assembled here at the Target Center in Minneapolis, looking for the Timberwolves to have a victory here on their home floor. And we've got it for you live, right here on 2K Sports. The next swing into this game is part of their continuing road trip. On paper, you'd give them the edge, but of course they're not taking anything for granted. They'll look to come out strong and prove they're the better team.
And I think for the Knicks, when you think back on how well they finished the regular season last year, it's hard to believe they're just an average team at this point.
Well, that's what the standings say. I mean, I think that they've still got the ability to turn it on before the end of the season, but time will tell.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. Setting the floor for the Knicks. We've got John Henson. Porzingis is out there with Anthony. Then it's Jared Bayless. And it's Tate in at the two-spot.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
The Knicks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Wiggins against Anthony. Passes it to Porzingis. He dishes it to Bayless. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to Indiana.
Yeah, they just caught a team, Kevin, that was in a zone, and they didn't have the manpower defensively to disrupt them.
Hey, zone or no zone, I expected a little more fight out of them than what they showed. I mean, they never strung together any stops like they needed to.
For the Knicks, it's been a slow start here. It's a 5-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And when things started to go wrong for them in that game, boy, did they ever go wrong. They just could never get back on track in that game.
Greg, the problem... to me was no consistency. Anytime they strung together a couple of baskets, they couldn't build on it.
Here's Anthony following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Tate. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
And the dunk by Towns.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
And here are the Knicks now after the basket by Minnesota. The wide open look here for Anthony. His three-pointers off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And it's Wiggins missing. Knicks trail by 6. Anthony drives in. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Timberwolves?
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Well, if you've seen some of the slams he's thrown down this year, it shouldn't come as a surprise. Freak will be participating in this year's dunk contest.
Yeah, I'm claiming it right now. I mean, he's my favorite to win the thing. I just don't see how he doesn't come away with the crown with his creativity and ability to elevate and levitate.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Lee comes in for Terrence Jones. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And Zach Levine subbed in for Kevin Martin. And a new group in for the Knicks. Lenz checked in for Henson. Lopez comes in for Porzingis. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Anthony. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Jared Bayless. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, Kurt Rambis and I had a chance to talk for just a bit. He told me it's a fun challenge trying to slow down a team that's so cagey and opportunistic offensively. He said, of course we've done our scouting, but this is the first time we've seen them firsthand this season. So it'll be interesting to see if we can take them out of their sets and slow them down at that end. Guys, they'll have to be solid defensively. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris. So keeping the opposing shooters in check, guys. They're making that a very high priority right now.
I think that's smart. I mean, you have to identify what your opponent's strengths are, and he's done it correctly.
Yeah, I think so, too. I mean, if you let their shooters get even a tad comfortable, you're playing with major fire there.
Here is Doc. The Knicks making the shot. It's stolen. Here's Tate. Plays it in off the breakaway. He's got 11.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. The Knicks leading by 6. Doc in at shooting guard. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Terrence Jones. Then there's Towns, and it's Rubio in at the point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
He hits the second from the line. Minnesota shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Dishes it to Towns. Here is Doc, running by Augustine, and the pass to Doc. Screen by Jones. 5 to shoot. The dish to Towns. Stolen by Len. And Augustine with a clear path to the hoop. A shot's good from Bayless. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Knicks?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Now here is Augustine. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Anthony. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. He was all alone on that one. Augustine's got his second bucket tonight.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
All right, Target Center, coming out of the court now are your Timberwolves answers.
And let's focus briefly on an area we often overlook. Point guard rebounding. They're the leaders in that category over the past 10 games. Take a look at Bayless. He does a great job inside, one of the top rebounders in the league. And of course, Freak, he's in that same group.
And this is a unique group of players. It's not often we talk about the rebound leaders at the point, but with these guys, it's warranted because of just how well they do it.
And Greg, I think it gives them an edge over most of their counterparts at the point guard spot. I mean, desire, attitude, and they really look to mix it up. They're not afraid to do anything to help their team's cause.
And so it's New York with it, following the three-pointer by Freak. 2 on the clock, launches it. Bayless's shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 11. Kicks it to Martin. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Doc. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Anthony, the pass to Porzingis. Here's Len. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless. And the Knicks lead by 10.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
And the Knicks making a change here. Henson's checked in. Now here is Augustine. 5 points in the game. Henson, a screen on Wiggins. It's Anthony with the drive. No good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
Well, the sample size wasn't that big. I mean, 2 games, not a lot to go on. But they are 2 teams at the top of the pile in each of their conferences. And because of that, I expect it to be competitive.
Another miss by Minnesota.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. And I'm sure he appreciated it.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pacers was just a man on a mission. He picked up 18 points and seemed to be seeing the action in slow motion, piling up a huge amount of assists. This game of his was just a standout, all-around display of basketball. Coaches love to see that, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
Rob. Bayless grabs the board. Bayless has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front.
Now here's Anthony. He's coming off a 16-point game against Golden State.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
That one's in there. The Knicks lead has cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Doc.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Henson, a screen on Wiggins. Anthony with it, now defended by Wiggins. Pass to Anthony. 5 on the clock. Henson with the screen. Jumper off the screen. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Pass to Doc. Releases. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Talk about a terrific game for Doc. He has 15 points and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
The Timberwolves shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Lee comes in for Jones. Muhammad, he's checked in for Wiggins. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Kevin Martin. Minnesota with the ball after New York gets the 3. Puts up a 3. Here's Pekovic. Bayless grabs the board.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well. That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Now, here's Rubio. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Pekovic with a screen. Up off the screen. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And you can tell he's hungry, because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Knicks up.
Some ground for you to make up, no doubt, here in the first half. What are the areas you need to improve on to get back even with them?
I think we just need to step our energy level up a little bit. We seem to be moving around like we were playing the water in that first half. Second half, we can come out with more urgency.
Good luck in the second half. Kevin, a visibly frustrated young man.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball. start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And really, all of a sudden, he's becoming their best distributor, doing a great job of orchestrating their offense.
Greg, typically that's not the role he usually plays, and I'm not sure how comfortable he is in it, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and he's been able to do it to his credit.
And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Anthony. Porzingis is out there with John Henson. Then it's Jared Bayless, and it's Tate in at the 2.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really, all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
Here's Bayless. No good on the quick 3 for Minnesota. They've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Doc. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Doc's got 5 points now in the quarter. The feed to Bayless. Henson with the screen. Will it go? That one wide left.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over. Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
Well, a few more possessions like that, and they'll do more than sustain the lead, Greg. I think they'll start to put this thing away by pulling away.
To the left wing, fires it up. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Tate.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
They set the pick. Knock the pass to Towns. An easy 2 points on the layup. Towns has got 8.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And so he hits both. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Here is Doc. And he has 28 points for the game. Stolen away. Oh, and here we go. Bayless got it, the fast break chance. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Carmelo Anthony.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Henson with the screen. Bayless dishes to Henson. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
And not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir. How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Here's Jones. And good on the basket. Book it. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. Wiggins with the ball. Towns with it. And it's Henson picking him up. In the corner, it's Martin. Now the pass to Doc. 6 on the shot clock. He kicks to Towns. Off the pick. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Bayless the pass to Tate. Ball's knocked loose. Timberwolves leading by 5 to the paint. Here's Wiggins, and Henson sends it back. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Terrence Jones. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Wiggins. Levine's checked in for Kevin Martin. And Ricky Rubio is subbed in for Doc. Knicks trail by 6. The athletic duo of Levine and Wiggins on the perimeter. Pekovic is out there with Terrence Jones. And it's Doc in at the point, so that's the Timberwolves 5. Smith kicks to Augustine. 6 to shoot. Len sets a screen for Augustine. And that one goes long.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense, active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Smith on the wing. He feeds it to Carmelo. With the fadeaway. And the shot is good.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway, take the shot that's available.
Pekovic with a screen. Knicks with the rebound. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. They're in the midst of this long 6-game road trip. That will be game 4.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Pekovic with a screen. Here is Doc. Pekovic with a screen. Doc the pass to Pekovic. Pekovic missing again.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
To the inside, Smith. And Augustine kicks to Smith. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Pekovic. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Levine. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Minnesota.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
Anthony kicks to Bayless. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup. It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
Tate the pass to Carmelo. Rebounded by Doc.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Count the bucket.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Anthony against Wiggins. Anthony dishes to Bayless. Nice shot from the wing. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Here is Doc. And the foul called on Freak. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Much better job of just taking care of the basketball, really putting the onus on the defense.
Martin's checked in for Levine. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hey guys, well, Kurt Rambis had some advice for the team in that last break. He told his guys, time's running low. If we're going to make our move, it's going to be now. Are you guys ready? And as they nodded, he said, let's go get it. Kevin?
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Jones. And he makes good on the layup. Jones has got the lead up to 9 now for the Timberwolves.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence. Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Screen by Jones. Here is Doc. Pass to Towns. Martin kicks to Jones. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
A minute 42 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Bayless. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. .132 left in the fourth quarter. Baseline J on the way. Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Anthony. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Doc the pass to Towns. Here is Doc. Four on the clock. Wiggins, right side. Fires from the corner. Second chance shot. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game. For New York, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Here's Anthony. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Melo having a terrific game. He has 14 points and 6 assists. He is in complete control of this game.
Clark, you're on the money with that one. It's all going his way.
And he is unable to get the second one.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Feeds it to Henson. He's looking for Bayless and finds him. That is good.
You know, I think anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job and done it well.
Down low, over to the left wing. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Doubled by Henson. Here's Jones. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
Hey guys, the clock is our enemy now. Time to focus up and know your roles. Trust each other to make the play. Breathe. You got the look. Take us home.
And so the Timberwolves take the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubt that they'd come out on.
Jackie, what was working?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game.
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
Well, he came to rescue the team tonight, Ernie. Things were getting desperate for him, and the consecutive losses kept mounting, but he put them on his...
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Hart.
Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go. All right, guys, bring it in. We're going to shift to some late-game situational drills now. We need to do a better job of closing teams out late. Coaches, set it up. All right, let's wrap it up. Feel free to hang around and take some shots. And don't forget, meet in the film room at noon.
realest, pissed.